Hi everyone, it's MissNikkiAnn. Um, Good morning. It's morning here in New England, having coffee. I just wanted to make a quick video um, to those who with dysautonomia who have gastroparesis or dysmotility and so forth and so on. Um, for me, that's been one of my biggest issues, and I've had two gastric emptying tests, a colonoscopy and an endoscopy, which all just basically proved that I have gastroparesis. And I had a gap, my last gastric emptying test maybe like a month or so ago, and of course the situation has progressed. For me, since it's been a few years with this, and we all know all the symptoms, the bloating, the inability to digest your food, for everything to contract and push it through the colon. And if you have it, you understand. I'm just going to address the fact that I used to have prescription strength laxatives. I took Amitiza. I've taken it all. At one point, I would take Amitiza, Marilac, Synacot, Colace, and there was one more drug I would take, um, all at the same time, not by itself. I would take all of that at the same time, and then even they tried me on lactulose, and that's a prescription. And in order to get the matter out of the colon, I would have to go to the emergency room. And one time I was admitted to the hospital um, for them to administer the enemas to get it out of the colon. Um, what was I going to say? So for me, and I would do that, um, all of those different laxatives and stool softeners, along with doing fleet enemas and suppositories so many times a week. And my GI okayed it because he's like, with your case, it's so severe that we just want you to find some relief. I wouldn't suggest it for everyone, but since you have gastroparesis and it's not going anywhere, because I would get to the point where there was literally no space to eat, and so I would be on a liquid diet and so forth, and even that didn't make a difference. It still would not. It's about the fact that it is not able to push the food down. So no matter what it is, even if I drink water, I feel ill. I have a problem even digesting water. So that tells you a lot. Um, yes, because yeah, I had it for the gastric emptying test. They do solid and liquid, and I had both done. So what I do now, and especially because it gets embarrassing, I used to wear Depends, because there would be fluid that would just kind of go past the stool and come out randomly whenever it felt like it. And I would be saying to my son, he's 6 now, but he was even 4 when this began, maybe 3. I'm like, did you pass gas? And he'd be like, no. I'm like, are you sure? And lo and behold, it was me leaking poopy-ish smelling fluid from my rectum. And so basically, fast forward, all of that's been since like 2008. Yeah. So now going into almost 2012 here, it's worsened. And so what I do is I decided, since, because I could do enemas and nothing will come out. It's not as if even an enema is a surefire thing for me. I can do enemas and nothing. It will come out clear, because basically, if the matter hasn't even made it to the bottom, the lower colon, there's nothing for the enema to flush. It's all stuck up here trying to process and just sitting there. And so um but if anything, it I had a 50-50 chance of getting some relief from the enemas, and especially when I was in the hospital or go to the ER. And the fleet saline, and I've done the fleet saline, the fleet mineral oil, and I've done the suppositories. All stopped working because they don't go far enough into the tract and into the rectum, and at the same time they're not warm. So even though I would do the mineral oil first, and that was supposed to soften it up, and then I would use 3 fleets thereafter, the saline kind, to flush it out. Nothing. So I went to the old, I'm gonna show you guys, just gonna, because I think you need to know. Okay, so ta-da! And if any of you were born in the 70s, like I was, you were used to seeing these around maybe in your grandmother's house. And then also, once we started menstruating, people would, this would be something the doctors would say to get. So, let me tell you why this works. First off, it's reusable, number one, which is great. So I've saved on money. I paid $19.99 for it. So you fill it with hot, not piping hot, but just think about your body's inner temperature and make sure that it's not hotter than that. And you just I've just put a drop of liquid soap, just one drop, boop. And then when you hang it, and there's a hook and everything. So ta-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna put it together. I know that light in the background. Let me get that out of your face. Ah, that's better. Okay. So you filled it up. This is what I do. Hook. I can hang it because it works with gravity, and this is why the gravity forces it into your colon and past the stool. And because it's hot and soapy, it really lubricates the rectum. And so I've got that long tubing so that it can hang. And then okay, you've got to not, I had to do enemas on myself when I was pregnant because didn't know I had dysautonomia then. And my mom used to do them for me. I would get on my hands and knees and my mom would do it. So by the time, and then I used to go see a GI a few times a week, and he would try to pull it out with his hand when I was pregnant. That's how bad it was. So this clamp just keeps it from flowing when you don't need it to flow. And then there are 2 attachments. This one, it comes out really fast and a lot. And this one, if you can see, there are little holes in there. And it's like a little shower for the colon. So then take some Vaseline. I'm sorry, I just got to tell everybody the truth. And for those who don't have dysautonomia or aren't a caregiver to a patient, this might not interest you, and it was not made for you anyhow. This is our real life. And I put some Vaseline, or you could put KY jelly if you have any. So my bathroom is perfect. I've got an old school glass door, sliding doors. We don't have the drapes. So I have a hooker, so I have a handle on it. And I hang it so that it has to be high enough so that it can work with gravity. Okay? I know that'll make sense to everybody. Then I insert and I lie on the bathroom floor on towels because when it leaks, it could just leak fluid that is really smelly. And that could contaminate the floor. Okay, some people do it in the bathtub for this purpose. And every time I'm done, I have to disinfect disinfect the bathroom floor, because even though I have towels down and everything, still it's a messy situation. But so this bag, I have to do at least 2. I've done 5, and I'm in that bathroom for a while, because with the 2, sometimes the first one and the second one and even the third one with the 5, the third one doesn't even get anything out. So by the 4th and 5th, after it's really softened it and worked its way and it's coming down because it's so soft and the gravity and everything's working, then by the 4th and 5th bag, something will come out. You understand what I'm saying? I do that at least once a week, and I try to do it on Wednesdays, the day before I go for my saline infusion, my 2 liters of D5 normal saline, because it's very dehydrating, and we have pots. So you would want to do it on, especially if you receive IV treatment. And if you don't receive IV treatment, I drink smart water, and if I don't do this, then I'll just salt my own water and stuff. I'll make my own electrolyte, sugar-free water. Sugar-free electrolyte water I know how to make. Just very salty. But this I drink, I drink between 60 and 80 ounces a day of this. And I'm in Connecticut, so during the winter time, my body will just push it out if I try to do the 80. So I do that, and I have to have the saline infusion the next day, or even there's no amount of water I could put in my mouth. And even while I'm getting the infusion, I'm drinking water during the infusion. That's very important. The infusion doesn't mean that you don't have to take fluid in orally. And always water, 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 water. I drink coffee to help with some of my POTS symptoms. But other than that, my life is water, water, water. And actually, I break my coffee drinking up to 2 times in a day. I learned that it really works. Once in the morning, really early, and then around 1 o'clock. It really helps a lot for me for the symptoms. So you've got your plus and minuses with coffee, as we all know. But basically, hot water bottle enemas. That's what I have to use with my gastroparesis. And I'm not embarrassed to get even more graphic. Of course, I'm not going to get naked on camera. But if some of you are confused, I will make a video that I will send privately to you if you need more information on that. But this is the only thing that gets it out. I don't even take, and he had me on Naroxen, which is an antibacterial, because with the matter sitting in there, you start to grow bacteria and stuff. And I eat Greek, plain Greek yogurt, no sugar in it, just plain, just eat it. I use it almost like it's a medication. Take the spoon, take a couple of things, plain Greek yogurt to help as a probiotic. But without this, I wouldn't go to the bathroom. And I stopped taking all of the medications because they were just sitting there. They weren't dissolving, and it helps so that I can absorb even my regular meds. If your bowel is not moving, your medications aren't as effective as they could be if you're taking them orally. Not the intravenous kind, but if you're taking oral things, your bowel's just not, your system isn't getting all the benefits from your prescriptions. And so, yeah, you want to get that out. Or go to the hospital and let them do the enema to get it out. But now I'd rather do it myself because I'm a pro now. Instead of spending a whole day in the hospital and they still have to triage you and all this. And then again, IV therapy with it is very important. The saline therapy if you're going to be doing these enemas. Okay, besos. I hope that helped, and I hope you guys find relief. That's it. Feel free to ask private questions or questions that will benefit everyone, because this is a real issue that we need to discuss in the open. Yeah.